Hey guys, how you doing? In this video, we're going to look at if statements as used in C++. See, if statements are such an important part of programming, and the best way you can understand if statements is, I'm going to give you a practical example in life. Let's say you got a teacher and a student. Then the teacher says to the student, if you come to class, you're going to learn. If you don't come to class, you're not going to learn. So see, there's a set of conditions that have been given to the student there, and depending on what the student does, that is how the particular day is going to go, or that is what is going to happen. If the student goes to class, he will learn. If he does not go to class, he's not going to learn. So even in programming, it is the same thing. So let us say we want to write a program which is going to use if statements, a type of program which is going to be designed for a bar. See, in my country, the legal drinking age is 18. So we want to come up with a program in which the user is going to be asked to enter their age. And the program is going to check if the user is 18 and above. And if they're 18 and above, they can be led into the bar. Let's get to work. So let's just declare a variable called age, which is going to store the user's age because we're going to ask them how old they are. So let us say enter your age. Then let us actually store the user's age. So say cin age. Okay. After doing this now, let us now compare. Is the user 18 and above? So what you gotta say there is you gotta say if, then in the brackets, that's where your condition is gonna be. And what is that condition? The condition is that the age is greater or equals to 18. Greater or equals to 18. So that is the condition there. So remember, we're saying greater or equals to 18. If you just say greater like this, it's a problem because it means you're only looking for ages that are above 18, but you're looking for 18 and going up. So that's why we're saying greater or equals to 18. Then in there, what you're gonna say, if the user is 18 and above, you gotta say you are old enough, please come in. Or yeah, you are old enough, please come in. Okay, meaning the user is old enough to enter the bar. Okay, and let's say if the user is not old enough. What if the user is not old enough? So what you gotta say there, you gotta say else. You gotta say else. So you're gonna say else, see out, you are not old enough. You are not old enough. Sorry, you're not old enough. Sorry. Okay. So that is how you go about if statements, especially for this one where you're checking if the user is old enough to enter a bar. So let me enter my age. I've run the program now. Let me enter my age. Then there it tells me that I am old enough and I can go in. But what happens if I'm not old enough? So let me rerun this program and enter an age which is below that. So let me enter 11. So it tells me there that you are not old enough. Sorry. So basically, this if statement has been designed to check if the user is 18 and going up. Okay, so you remember, I want to write another program for you just right here. Remember when you were in high school? I remember when I was in high school, we could have some parties sometimes. And there were some types of parties whereby, you want to restrict a certain type of audience. You don't really want a certain type of people to come to the party. So you would like have a secret code or a passcode whereby when you go to the door, you tell the door bouncer that this is the passcode. So I want us to write such a program designed for a high school party, which is going to ask the user to enter the passcode. Then we're going to verify if the passcode is correct or not. Okay. So let us go ahead and let us come up with a string variable called passcode. A string because the passcode, of course, is going to be in form of a word. So let's say we tell the user to enter the passcode. We tell the user to enter the passcode. Then let us store the passcode obtained from the user. Now let us begin checking if the passcode is correct. So we're going to say if passcode is equals. So in C++, when you are using an if statement and you want to say this is equals to this, you don't use one equal sign but two. One equal sign, remember, is used for variable assignment like we did in the previous videos. So if passcode, let us say the passcode is, let's say, party 2024. Okay, so since this is a string type of variable, this is why I am putting this in quotes. Okay, the age one didn't have any quotes because age was obviously a number, but this is a string, so this is why it is having quotes in this particular instant. So here, if the password is party 2024, so we can say password correct. Okay, passcode correct. Okay, passcode correct. All right, so we're gonna say passcode correct, and then obviously if they enter something else, the program should show that see out incorrect passcode. Okay, incorrect passcode. Okay, incorrect passcode. So if I run this program and I try to enter the passcode, so let's say I enter the passcode, which is party 2024, it tells me passcode correct. Okay, but if I enter something else, let's say I go to the party and I have no idea what passcode it is, I wasn't really invited, then I say okay, red for example, so it's going to say incorrect passcode. So this is how you go about if statements. In the next video, I'm going to introduce you now to if else if statements. This is just a two-way if statement because it only has the if and the else part. But we're going to look at a new statement with multiple condition because this one only has two conditions. So in the next video, we're going to do an if statement having multiple conditions. Bye for now.